What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Clash Royale video. Today we're going to be doing a pretty interesting challenge. I've recently done a card from every elixir count on my channel, did that video with Eclipse, and you guys really enjoyed it. We used a 1 elixir card, a 2 elixir card, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 8 to fill our decks. But today, I'm going to use 1 card from each arena in Clash Royale. Well, not each arena, I'm going to pick 8 of them because there are about 10, I guess 11 if you want to count Hog Mountain, but I'm not going to use the heal spell. So we're going to be choosing from these 10 arenas, the jungle all the way down to the training camp. So I'm going to use 1 card from the training camp, 1 card, maybe not from the Goblin Stadium, don't really care about those cards too much. So we might cancel that one out, and then probably cancel out the Bone Pit as well. So what we'll most likely be doing is picking a card from the training camp, and then picking a card from Barbarian Bowl, Pegasus Playhouse, Spell Valley, all the way up to Jungle Arena, and making a deck out of those cards. Of course, we only have 8 deck slots, which is why we're canceling out Arena 1 and 2. So I'm going to go ahead and decide what cards I want to use. I'll be back with you guys in just a second after I create my deck. Okay, so here's our deck. We have the Executioner, the Night Witch. Ooh, I just realized we don't have a tank. I think I might need to replace that Fireball with a Giant, or maybe the Inferno Dragon with a Hog Rider. Something that can do a little bit of damage. I think I'm going to replace the Inferno Drag, and we should be fine with the Hog. Let's run through these arenas right here and show you guys what I chose from each arena. Of course, I got the Executioner from Jungle Arena. I got the Night Witch from the Frozen Peak. I got the Mega Minion from the Royal Arena. This one was a little bit hard. I took the Tornado because, of course, I love the Tornado, and I have the Executioner in this deck as well. Almost chose the Log. Could have chosen the Miner as well, or maybe the Pump. Or, of course, the Golem 2. That would have been awesome, but I went ahead and chose the Tornado from the Builder's Workshop. The Poison, no, I chose the Zap from the Spell Valley. Almost chose the Poison. I think I might switch out the Zap for a Poison if I switch out the Fireball for a Giant. Pegasus Playhouse, I took the Inferno Dragon at first, just replaced it with the Hog Rider. And then I got the I skipped Arena 3. And then I got the Cannon from the Barbarian Bowl. And I took the Fireball from the training camp. But I might take the Giant instead, and then replace this with the Poison. We'll see how this first battle goes. But this is the first deck we're going to be using in this challenge. So let's go ahead and jump right into things. So here we are up against Lord TM. He doesn't have a clan, and he's only a level 11. But we are using a pretty wacky deck, so anyone can win in this battle. Let's go ahead and drop down our Executioner right here as he places down a Tombstone between his towers. We got our Executioner coming up the right lane. We got the Night Witch on our hand as well. It's about all we can do because the rest in our hand is just spells. But he does have a Lava Hound. I'm really glad that we do have an Executioner and a Tornado against a Lava Hound deck, as well as a Mega Minion, so we have a decent amount of air support. Let's get down a Mega Minion, as his Mega Minion is probably going to go ahead and finish off my Executioner, pull this balloon with my cannon, and then probably pull it even farther with our Tornado, get it over here so the Mega Minion can go ahead and slap it around, as well as finishing off that Skeleton Army, and throwing a Hog Rider behind all these troops in the right lane, get our Zap ready. But there is that Tombstone right here. I'm going to go ahead and zap all these skeletons right there as my Hog gets onto the tower, drops it down below 2,000 hit points. There are some minions, almost fireballed those, but I'm just going to let my Hog do what it does, and drops that tower all the way down to 1,700 hit points. Mega Minion to finish off his minions, and I think we are looking pretty good right now. Of course, he does have that Lava Hound and a Balloon, which can always just turn around and take out an entire tower by itself. So tables can turn really fast in this battle. Let's just go ahead and hope that we can maintain this lead. He's getting pretty mad at our Executioner, I think, or at least at something. I'm going to go ahead and mute him. Don't care too much about his emotes. Let's get down a Cannon, just because there's nothing else to drop. Get down a Hog Rider as well, maybe. See what he does to counter that as my Executioner is finishing off his Lava Hound right here. Hog in the tower doing a decent amount of damage. Let's get down a Night Witch right here. Let the bats eat at that balloon and pull the balloon away, as well as finish off this Skeleton Army. But my Executioner does go down, and there's a balloon on my tower. Can we zap it to stop from getting a shot off? No, we cannot. The balloon drops our tower below 2,000 hit points. The death damage down to 1666. Let's go ahead and fireball that Tombstone in the tower. Get that out of there as he drops down another Lava Hound. Let's get in a Hog Rider right here. Hopefully he can get some damage done to that tower while he's building up a push. But the minions are going to eat at my Hog. He does get off a shot, but the tower's still only at 476. My Executioner is looking pretty good right now, and that was not a good time for him to drop that balloon because my Executioner is just going to go ahead and eat it, and it's not going to get anywhere close to my tower until I didn't know. Okay, so I had no idea he was going to actually lightning arrow my Executioner, but either way, the Mega Minion and the Tornado stopped the balloon from getting to my tower. Let's get down a Night Witch and a Fireball on the Mega Minion as well as the regular minions. And there is another balloon, But anyway, let's go ahead and get a Hog Rider towards that tower, pull the balloon away with our tornado, and zap the skeletons as they come out of that tombstone. You just gotta get my Hog Rider one shot on that tower, and now I can finish off with a fireball. So let's cycle to the fireball and finish off the tower right here for the victory as we're in overtime. Down it goes, and there's a 1 crown victory right here. So that did work out pretty well, but I think I want to go ahead and switch things up for the sake of the video, keep it entertaining, and try out a different deck. So let's go ahead and replace the poison spell with the zap, replace the fireball with the giant, and replace, I think, what card is it? I think it's the Mega Minion with the graveyard. Get a giant graveyard deck going in here. Graveyard, no, it's actually, oh, I can't use the graveyard because I would have to replace the poison. Let's go ahead and, do I need a tornado? Yeah, because I still have the executioner. Let's bring in and, yeah, let's get an Inferno Drag going for the, I already forgot what card it was. I think, yeah, the Hog Rider. So replace the Hog Rider again for the Inferno Dragon like we did at the beginning of the video. And this right here should be a pretty good deck. So giant poison. I wanted the graveyard, but I need that poison now that I don't have the fireball. This should work out pretty well. Let's go ahead and see how we do and see if we can maintain our 4,700 trophies. So here we are up against Julius from Zombie Legion, starting things off with a furnace between his towers. Let's get our cannon down to protect that and get an executioner behind my king tower. We have our giant in our hand now as well as our night witch. I think this deck might work out pretty well, and we should be able to stomp all over this guy unless he has a pretty good deck to counter mine. Let's go ahead and poison the tower, the wizard, and the furnace right here. Get a great value out of that as the miner comes in to protect the furnace, I think. I'm not sure why that miner is deployed, but either way, the miner will get taken out. The wizard is almost taken out, and there are some elite barbarians. Let's get down a tornado, mega minion, and cannon to pull those away from my tower, and he didn't get a single hit off on my tower. Let's try to build up a push with my giant behind my king tower, as he also has a level 10 giant coming towards my left lane, but the Inferno Dragon should be able to take care of that as long as he doesn't have a zap or anything. The wizard will slowly eat down the health, but he does have a zap, resetting my Inferno Dragon, allowing the giant to get off a bunch of hits on my tower. That was not good. Didn't know he had a zap, and the wizard was of course eating at the Inferno Dragon as well. But we now have a giant across his side. Let's go ahead and get down a poison spell right here on those elite barbarians. The bats are coming in. They might be able to do a decent amount of damage to the elite barbs on top of the poison spell as well. There are even more bats as the night witch goes down, but the fire spirits finish them off, and I think he does have the lead right now. Our tower's sitting at 1,800 hit points. His is only at about 2,500, but we are entering into double elixir, so hopefully we can get off a decent push. Now that of course we are into double elixir, we have an executioner going right now. Let's get a giant in front of him and pull the wizard towards the middle. Let's poison him as well and see what we can do about this. He also has some elite barbarians inside of that poison spell. They will get taken out pretty quickly with that mega minion, the executioner, and the poison spell, all doing damage to them. Giant on the tower, mega minion on the tower as well, and we have now taken the lead in this battle. Let's pull the giant with this cannon over here, distract his wizard with my giant, but it was a little bit too late. He will get a few shots off on my executioner, and let's get down a mega minion on his miner back here. Poison spell on the tower as well as the giant on the tower. That's going to do a lot of damage over there and just might take the tower. Giant gets off 2 hits. Poison spell is doing some damage as well. That tower is currently sitting at 130 hit. Let's just pull his giant with our cannon as we cycle to our poison spell. We are looking great right now. We already have a poison in our hand, and this right here will secure the victory. Unless these troops right here in the bridge can get over to that tower, victory with this challenge. Plus 27, no chests because our chest slots are full, but there is 2 victories in a row trying out this one card from every arena challenge. But that's going to go ahead and wrap things up for today. Like I said, if you did enjoy, smash that like button down below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.